My guest today is Terry Brussel Rogers, Director of Success Center Inc. She is the creator of the Seven Keys to Self-Actualization and the Seven Key Turnkey System to build a successful hypnosis, healing, or coaching practice. Terry, tell us more.
Well, I've been in private practice since 1969, and I've taught other healers, coaches, and hypnotists to use my methods for better helping their clients and building their practices since 1995. It is our mission to assist our clients in reaching their highest potential in areas physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, as well as financial. Testimonials from many people in all walks of life who've benefited from the program are available on our website at acesuccess.com. You can go there to download as a gift the guided meditation, Abundance, Your Money and More Magnet, to draw an abundance of health, wealth, and joy into your life. Or call me at 800 goal now 462-5669.
Bingo. Okay. Tell us a little more about your background.
Well, my dad owned an advertising agency for 50 years. He started the hula hoop craze in the 50s.
Oh,
Barry
wow.
Leon Brussel, Whammo's advertising man. When I was about 11 years old, I asked my dad for a bicycle, and he said I could have my bicycle. And he handed me the yellow pages. I said, "Oh, great, I get to choose my bicycle." And he said, "No, you get to trade radio and television advertising for it." And at the age of 11, I got my first big deal from my dad, Raleigh Bicycles. And I got my Raleigh bicycle, and he got a client that lasted for years. So when I was about 13, he caught me hypnotizing the neighborhood kids in our backyard, and he decided that I better get some training. So he got me put into Hypnosis Motivation Institute, one of the biggest schools for hypnotherapy at the time, which happened to be a couple of blocks away from our home. So I could go there a couple of times a week and learn how to be a hypnotherapist. When I was 15 years old, May of 1969, I graduated from HMI, and June 15th, I turned 16 and I started my practice.
Unbelievable.
And
That's a great story.
yeah, I
Like,
started it right across the street from Pat Collins, which was where my dad's office was at the time.
oh my
And
God.
I used to open up my lectures saying, bells were not flashing and lights will not, bells were not ringing, lights will not flash, and I'm not Pat Collins.
Yeah, the hypnotist, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my God. I guess we just dated ourselves.
I know.
If you're not having fun, you shouldn't be doing it anyway, right?
Right.
What are the seven keys to self-actualization?
Okay. It's a systematic program of business and personal growth through hypnosis, life coaching, crafted to enable you to achieve your highest potential in every area of your life, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, as well as financial. While continuing the valued use of self hypnosis and challenge resolution, this system also encourages self discovery, expansion of personal boundaries, and the learning of new skills through both the conscious and the subconscious minds. Those seven keys include auto suggestion and self hypnosis, memory excellence from photographic memory to no more senior moments, inspiration at will for anything from dynamic, effective public speaking and sales to art, acting, and singing, success, doing what you are passionate about, relationship joy, whether that means meeting your soulmate or enhancing a marriage which has lasted 30 years, spiritual growth from psychic abilities and astral projection to spiritual healing.
Very cool. Very cool. I was just sitting there thinking, do you remember the story about how in 2008, I was only given a 5% chance of living?
I do remember that.
And so what happened was I had done extensive hypnotherapy. I got divorced in 1977, and I went to the Yellow Pages. You remember what those are?
I don't use them anymore, but yes.
Yeah. So I went to the Yellow Pages, plunked my finger down on a page, and went and met this guy. who was a psychologist. And one of his tools that he used for helping people was hypnotherapy. So I became a member of a hypnotherapy group that he was running. And if it hadn't been for all that stuff, and in 2008, when I developed a staph infection and only given a 5% chance of living, the first thing I did is I went into, I was in such pain, you could not believe it. It attacked my L4 and L5. And when the infectious disease guy told me that I wasn't going to live, to prepare myself and my family, um, I was in such pain. The first thing I did is I went into a very deep hypnotic trance, and I'm alive today because of all that. So hypnosis is great. People undervalue, misunderstand, don't understand the opportunity that hypnosis can really give you. And
It's true. I've seen some amazing stuff with hypnosis. Yeah.
tell me if I'm wrong. So what happens in hypnosis is it takes the subconscious and brings it up to the conscious level.
Well, it lets you work with both your conscious and subconscious minds together. And we've got actually another thing we're going to be talking about here that where we discuss that. But it's a matter of using both parts of your mind so they're working in harmony to make your goals a reality.
Yeah. So I mean, people that train people on hypnosis, that kind of stuff. Um, it started somewhere, right? You didn't just, oh, I think I'm going to become a hypnotherapist. No, there's a reason why you get into that vocation, whatever reason it is. Is
Right.
that
A
what you
lot of people
see?
are getting into it because they've had issues in their own lives. They want to help others to get through those issues. In my case, it was because my dad helped me to get rid of stomach aches and stuff when I was 10, 11 years old about that same time. And he helped me with that because I was getting a stomach ache every day at PE. And it had nothing to do with, I was trying to get out of PE. I was really getting a stomach ache. And he got rid of it with hypnosis. So I could really not only enjoy PE, but actually, excel in running and that sort of thing, which I
Well,
hadn't been able to do before.
let me say this. I think we're, this world is in turmoil, and it's wanting, and people are very, very worried now. They're concerned about their future. And so, what better opportunity do you have besides hypnosis to help get you into a new level?
Well, of course, we use both coaching and hypnosis. So that kind of brings us to New Year's resolutions, which are coming. New Year's is coming up right now. Um, so coaching and hypnotherapy can really make a difference in helping clients to make things happen in their lives. The first step would be a life guidance discovery session. During that, we set your goals in order of priority based on a detailed client intake form, which I've developed over the last 50 years, always updating it. Myself or one of our Success Center associates using this program creates a roadmap for getting from where you are to where you want to be based on an in-depth consultation. You get it in writing. Then through a private hypnosis session based on that roadmap, we instill in your subconscious mind the clarity of purpose, the absolute confidence in yourself, and the determination necessary to make your goals and your New Year's resolutions a reality. If needed, a hypnotic age regression can be used to directly remove blocks of the accomplishment of your personal and business goals. We also do coaching for goal setting, time management, which put those resolutions in specific dated steps into your calendar. Most people never had anything like that to accomplish their New Year's resolutions.
This is so fascinating. I was just thinking of a guy that I know is telling me that um, he teaches or does something with hypnosis, but the value is that you and he can talk and maybe take, you can maybe take him to a whole new level uh, that he really could be.
Right.
So I
You
think
can,
that's
you
quite
can,
interesting. Hypnosis changed my life.
The way hypnotherapists and coaches can use New Year's resolutions for that is calling your clients that you've not spoken to in a while, asking them if they've set any special New Year's resolutions this year, or would they like some help in setting them? Perhaps even through a free half-hour consultation gift of your time could lead to a session to assist them in accomplishment of those goals in hypnotherapy or coaching. The Life Guidance Discovery Session is also available to hypnotherapists, healers, and coaches themselves, given with instructions for how to offer planned multiple session packages to their clients, which empower those clients to reach their highest potential in areas physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, as well as financial. More value for your clients, more sessions for you, if you're a hypnotist, coach, or healer. Most hypnotherapists, coaches, and healers are only doing, according to our surveys since 1995, in the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, and Ireland, they're doing about 4 to 6 sessions per client. They bumped it up to 5 in, to 7 in 2018. They were back down to 5.5 in 2021. That's because most of them are only dealing with the presenting issue. The same person who came to you to quit smoking or lose weight may also be interested in raising their income, developing spiritual healing abilities themselves, writing the great American novel. A hypnotist or a coach could help them with all of that. They don't realize it, and they're moving on in 5 sessions. So this can really make a difference in the hypnotists themselves making New Year's resolutions for building up their practice.
This is interesting. This is so interesting. You know, I think we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility of helping people get to another level or to restore what they're losing, what they've lost. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, we could more than restore what they've lost, you can build it to a higher level. Now,
Right.
you were asking about how the combination of hypnotherapy and coaching might be more effective than either of these by itself, the subconscious and the conscious mind, because coaching kind of represents conscious and the hypnosis represents subconscious. Well, the hypnosis removes blocks to such things as sales success. You learn how to relax. Success and sales pride and sales excellence. Conscious coaching makes sure that such things as making your lead cards, making your lead calls happen, goal setting, time management, and put this new attitude into the client's calendar so they actually accomplish in the real world what they're conceiving of as what they want. Ideally, these skills work together when used by an experienced professional who knows the client well enough to deliver them in exactly the combination most effective for that particular person.
I'm loving this. I can't tell you how much I'm loving this. That and it's making me open my eyes to the fact that we probably have some responsibility to help people restore what they're losing. I mean, the election, everything else that's going on with people.
Well,
And
they could restore and move to an even higher level. Now, if we're talking about New Year's resolutions and how people might like their life to change in the new year, you know that I'm a 4th generation matchmaker, and I ran my family's introduction service for 40 years, as well as my own hypnotherapy practice. So whether a person is single and looking for their right one, or married and wanting to rekindle the joy in their relationship joy is likely to be on their New Year's resolution list. Um, my Ruby key is for choosing, finding, and attracting your life mate, or making your relationship with your husband or wife even better than it's ever been before. So I work with NLP integration for singles and couples. NLP, of course, is neuro-linguistic programming. It's a way of speaking to another person in the same language they're thinking in, whether it's audio, visual, or kinesthetic, whether they tend to be more motivated by loss or gain. There's all sorts of things that are important for really reaching the partner you're looking for, or the partner that's already in your life. And once you do that, you're kind of walking a mile in their moccasins so that you can feel what they're feeling. It makes a real difference. And if somebody's looking, of course, my book, Choosing, Finding, and Attracting Your Life Mate, based on those 40 years of experience with running the matchmaking business, is Very important because it actually gives them a way step by step to find someone, see if they're the right person or not by asking the right questions, and then also making themselves the best possible person for this potential ideal mate. That's their highest vision of who they are. Then I've got attract your special someone for a person who's looking. It's like a love magnet to bring this person into your life. And the relationship joy for couples is to make the relationship with your partner better than it's ever been before.
I am loving this. Absolutely love something. You forget stuff, right? You get very comfortable doing things the way you've always done them when you should be thinking. My favorite expression in the world is thinking outside of the box. What we
Right.
tend to do is we sink back into our own morass, into our own, pit that we always seem to put ourselves in, and so to be able to get out of that pit, just to open your eyes, whether you've been doing something for a lot of years or not, we tend to forget. That's the biggest mortal sin that we have, is forgetting what.
Well, one of
uh,
the things that doesn't happen if you're using hypnosis is forgetting, because everything you've ever seen, heard, read, or experienced is recorded on your subconscious mind. Um, Through hypnosis, you can get in direct contact with your subconscious memory source for everything from remembering names and faces to remembering what your client said yesterday, or actually recording a lecture or a symphony in your mind. It's amazing what your memory can do when you really use it effectively.
so do you offer um, recorded guided meditations?
Yes, I do. I've created more than 100 guided meditations and I'm continuing to create them. That's one of the things I really love to do. The latest one is recovery from fires and natural disasters, and that's available free on our website to anyone either in such a situation themselves or helping others who are. Which can be pretty stressful itself. A friend of mine, 80-year-old man, was telling me about how right near him there in Tennessee, there were people who were looking for their possessions under, mud and everything after a hurricane. And here he is, 80 years old, helping them try to find their life under the, it must have been really hellish. And this recording is for people both going through it and people like him who are helping others that are going through it. So we're offering it free on our website, asuccess.com. So also created this year is speaking and fully understanding American English for those who want to sound like they were born here when English is actually their second language. We do a reparenting, which is actually creating an alternate reality where their parents raised them speaking English beautifully. And when they come out of that, they frequently have more of a command of English than they've ever had before, because that becomes reality in their minds. I also have a whole list of health meditations in my hypnotic medicine cabinet, everything from stop colds and allergies, health and rejuvenation, memory excellence lifelong, clear healthy skin, all kinds of things in there. So the goal manifestation, the your abundance magnet is one of those things that is available on our website too, which is a gift there. Then, in addition to my individual recordings, we've also got Reach for the Stars today, which is a website which allows the listener to hear recordings customized to their specific goals in order of their priorities. With this application, recordings to help you with your most important goals will be played in rotation over a period of weeks or months, according to an algorithm, which allows you to be heard, which allows those recordings to be heard that magical 21 times required for instilling new habits, ensuring you hear the messages on your subconscious level while falling asleep and during sleep. So that's on Reach for the Stars today. We're doing all kinds of things with recordings.
I love this stuff. I love it. And what really dawns on me is that we always sink back into our old habits and our morass and the pits that we put ourselves in. That a
Well, you
lot.
don't have to always do that, Bob. That's what this is all about. You can stop doing that. One of the things we do with a hypnotic age regression, let's say somebody smokes, we can do a hypnotic age regression, which actually turns them into a non smoker rather than an ex smoker. An ex smoker always thinks about it and wonders, do I need a cigarette and so forth. They watch others smoking, they think about smoking. A non smoker never even thinks about that, it never even enters their mind. You can do that with a lot of different things so that you don't fall back into any old morasses. Not necessary at all.
Yeah, yeah. This is fascinating because I used to do so much hypnosis before when I was trying to pull myself out of a rut. Now it's more like, okay, I'm not pulling myself out of a rut. I'm helping to support myself with a future being, if that makes any sense to you.
With your future. Yes.
Future.
You're
Yeah.
becoming your future being. Yes.
Yeah, I should make sure my wife goes to it so she can see. I mean, my wife and I have been together 47 years. 46.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it
That's
is. It's
great.
great. It's great. We learned so much as we've grown forward. We lost everything in the quake in 1994. And the one thing that we learned, this is really an important statement. Um, we had kids that were 2 and 5 years old. And what we learned is always to have fun because that's what we were instilling in our children who were so young. And as a result, Maria Shriver, by the way, wanted us to be spokespeople for earthquake preparedness. And they came up, the LA Times interviewed us and all that stuff. And we've lived that life since 1994 of making sure that we're always having fun. So
Well, that's,
put
yeah, it's
that,
important to make time for yourself a lot. In fact, I have a whole program for that too, which is, it's okay to relax and have fun. Um, you enjoy putting this into your calendar to make it a reality. And then we actually do put it into their calendar to make it a reality. We figure out all kinds of ways they can have fun alone and with others so that their life is filled with that. And if you are having fun, you're likely to attract people into your life, whether as friends or as a love relationship, who want to have fun with you.
I'm,
So
I'm,
it's a great way to make it happen, right?
you're the best thing that's happened to me all year, and we're coming to the close of a year. So, no, this is really true. This is how do you recover? Look what this our society has gone through in this last, especially year, of having to recover from, you know, all the wars and everything else that's going on, and to put your head on a good footing,
It's
right?
important to think in the positive and that's part of what all these hypnotic recordings are about that happen, in your sleep and while you're going to sleep and everything is to put you on the positive level so you can make the very best use of what's going on in your life.
Amen. So let's do this. Let's give everybody your credentials. We will also send them out to people that you're connected to, et cetera, this recording so people can experience it. Because there's a lot to learn.
Well, people can reach me by calling 800 goal now. That's 800-462-5669. Or they can visit my website, acesuccess.com, where you can download as a gift Abundance, Your Money and More Magnet to draw an abundance of health, wealth, joy, and even love into your life. Um, as well as clients into your practice if you're a hypnotherapist. You can also get my materials at reachforthestars.today.
I love it. I love it. And for the rest of you that don't know me, my name is Bob Friedenthal. Um, and I call myself a LinkedIn lunatic. I'm obsessed with LinkedIn. I've managed a staff that I've had for, well over 20 years, 25 years. And helping people is really the gospel to making yourself feel good, isn't it?
It sure is helping others and making you feel good. I've been doing hypnosis, since 1969, and I still love doing it today because it's really a way I can help them, and that brings me joy.
I have a few people that I want to introduce you to as well, which that's the fun part is helping people. I got two other people that are hypnotherapists. One he's no youngster. He's an older guy. He's a client of mine. I'm so glad that I got to interview you because I can put you in touch with him. And thoughts open up your mind.
That's called business matchmaking, right? I've done both kinds, business matchmaking and also the old-fashioned kind of matchmaking.
Yeah.
Matchmaker, make me a match, catch me a catch. They actually had that in the background when I was interviewed on the Eyewitness News in the 90s on Valentine's Day.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is so much fun. If anybody has any questions they want to ask me, please don't hesitate calling me 310-736-5787. That's a mobile number, so you could also text me there. But boy, we're heading into 2025. It's time for us to wake up, smell the roses or whatever.
It sure is. And if you have any questions for me, 800 goal now gets me 462-5669.
This is great. Terry, you're a jewel. I got to tell you, you are an absolute jewel, and I appreciate the fact that I got to interview you.
Thanks for interviewing me today, and may you have a wonderful holiday season, Bob.
You too. Take
Take
care.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.